What's up, guys? Dylon here, and today I want to talk about, can the Vitruvian replace a personal trainer? So comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into this video. I'm on the Vitruvian here, and this thing is amazing. It's an all-in-one gym. It lifts up to 440 pounds. Made a bunch of other videos on that, so check out the channel for more details. And of course, ask your questions below. And if you want to give Vitruvian and support the channel, I have an affiliate link below this video, so feel free, click on that link and order the Vitruvian through that link if you want to support the channel. And let's get into this. Can Vitruvian replace a trainer? And it's a mixed answer. Yes and no. Okay. I think the Vitruvian is great for anyone from a beginner to intermediate to advanced lifter. But the way you utilize the tool will change depending on what level you're at and what your wants, needs, and desires and goals are at. And let's first start out with how the Vitruvian can't replace a personal trainer. So I grew up, played soccer very competitively, and I was going to play in college and had a few offers, but it decided to run track and sprint in college instead. So I competed competitively in sprinting. And so I had coaches and trainers my whole childhood and young adult life. And the one thing that having a trainer allows you to do, and this applies for not only trainers, but it applies in business, hiring a consultant, hiring an advisor, is basically you're paying someone to collaborate with them to achieve something that you might not be able to do on your own. And so when you train with a trainer, and I'll give an example, a buddy of mine, Gabriel, he's an amazing trainer. The guy can lift like crazy and he's all about it. And I had the chance to go and train one-on-one with him in Oregon about a month or so ago. And his workouts were much more intense. And what the benefit is I was able to work with a guy who's able to spend more time on health and fitness than I'm able to. So he has a much larger wealth of knowledge and expertise. And on top of that, even if you're an expert in fitness, when you work with a trainer, they can see things that you're doing that you can't quite notice. So not only can they see things in your form, but they can also see things in your mindset. And they can hold you accountable or call you out on those things in the moment when it's most important that those things get fixed and overcome. When you're by yourself, it can be very hard to see those things while you're actually doing the thing. If you've ever done a hard workout before, you might have heard the inner bitch in yourself coming out and talking and trying to be like, hey, you don't have to go as hard. You don't have to sprint this last section. You don't have to lift that last rep. You don't have to do that extra set. You can just do one workout today. That inner bitch comes out, and it's really easy to give into that. When you have a trainer, you're literally paying them to help counter that inner bitch in yourself. And that's something that even this machine with the built-in coaching programs and all that kind of stuff, and it can't replace, right? Because it's not going to yell at you, right? Maybe they'll build it in so it yells at you, but it's still a machine, right? It's not a real person that you respect and appreciate. And of course, you're paying him that you paid to keep you accountable. So it's just missing a few of those factors to help get the most out of your workouts. And on top of this, if you're a beginner, brand new to lifting, I always recommend that it's probably the best idea to save up a little money, start working out and stuff like that, doing the simple things, but save up a little money and pay a personal trainer to help get your basic lifts down, right? To teach you the basics so you don't hurt yourself, so you can feel confident going and doing some of these things on your own. You don't need to have a personal trainer for months and months, but just a few sessions with them will really help unlock that potential and speed up your transition from not knowing how to lift into lifting. And so I think personal trainers win out, and I don't think this machine can fully replace them. Now, with that said, let's talk about how potentially it can replace them, right? This is why it's a yes and no. Like I said before, is this machine has coaching programs built in. It has workout plans built in and all of that. Now, they're not custom specific to you, which you can get from a personal trainer or find online or figure out yourself. They're not exactly custom to you, but they're pretty darn good. And they give you some pretty good structure that you can apply to your workouts. And they have a person there. You can do the workout classes on the app. You can also do on the app. You can also do like just normal workout where you don't have the instructor, where you're not watching the video, which is what I tend to do more often. But if you want, you can hold yourself accountable. And when I get back to holding yourself accountable here, which is the real anchor of this, you can hold yourself accountable and do those workout classes. And then it's like having a trainer, right? It's a virtual trainer, but it's like having a trainer. And I think that's extremely helpful. So the class features on this, the examples the trainers show on how to do the lifts, you can watch it and you can emulate that. You can even film yourself and you can see how you're doing the lifts. You can analyze the data. So there's a lot of built-in stuff that can replace a trainer. And I think for the majority of people, right? Because I think hiring a personal trainer, if you have the time, if you have the money, the resources, that'd be what I'd recommend for everyone. If you got the time and you got the money, you're probably going to get the best results just having that coach, having that trainer there. But for the majority of people, you do fitness, but it's not your passion, or you just want to stay healthy enough, and you don't necessarily have the time, or you don't necessarily have the money to devote to a personal trainer. The Vitruvian does an amazing job with that in this package. It's fantastic, and you can get some amazing results there. And so you don't necessarily need that trainer, and a lot of people will get that benefit just by having guidance to know what different type of workout sets there are, like which workouts or which type of weight lifts do you combine with others. The coaching stuff in the app will show you those things, so you're not guessing. So you're not just like doing the same thing over and over again. And on top of that, one benefit of having a trainer, and this is built in the app, is with the trainer, it's like the trainer creates the program and you just show up to the gym and do it. You might have some idea of what it's going to be, but the trainer is going to be there and calling out, hey, do this, do squats. Now we're going to do some leg press, right? Now we're going to do some bench press, whatever it is, right? In the app, you could just go and for the Vitruvian and you'd be like, I want to hit back today, but I don't know what to do. And you can just go to the coaching section and type in back, and you could literally just pick a program from that. And there you go. You don't have to think about it, which I think cuts down decision fatigue and makes you more likely to get that workout in and get a high quality workout in versus if you're just like at the gym, just trying to figure out whatever you're going to do. And you don't really know, you're listing lazily from one machine to another machine. And ultimately, so this is where it really anchors that yes or no. And I said this before, but self-accountability. I was listening to David Goggins' second book, and he's talking about just holding yourself accountable, right? Becoming a beast, becoming the best version of yourself. And truly, the only way you can do that is by pushing your own limits and holding yourself to the highest standard. Now, this takes a lot of time and dedication and effort and thought and just practice to get to where you can do that, to get to where you can silence that inner bitch voice, right? Because that's what the trainer does often. But the downside of a trainer is they may not know your full potential. They have their own limitations, right? They don't want to get sued, right? By pushing you too far and getting you hurt. So they have certain limitations that they can't enforce upon you. There's certain things and there's certain plateaus and certain barriers that you are capable of breaking through, but only you yourself can push yourself through that. And so you don't want to use a trainer or lack of trainer if you're using the training system within this machine to stop practicing holding yourself accountable and pushing yourself and testing your limits. Because at the end of the day, it all just comes down to you, your choices, your decisions, your actions that are going to make the difference between you achieving the things that you want and you failing the things that you want. And I think that mindset is the most important thing in any aspect in life and fitness, with the machine, without the machine, when it comes to a trainer or not a trainer, ultimately it's down to you. You can rely on the trainer, but just think of them as another workout tool in your arsenal. And tools are only as good as the person wielding those tools and the person that sees those tools and sees the value and sees how to unlock their more potential with those tools. And that person is you. With that said, does a Vitruvian replace a trainer? Yes and no. Okay. I think it is an amazing tool, right? It's much better than just a barbell and rack when it comes to giving you exercises, giving you tips and tricks and workout plans all in one place. I think it's amazing. Right? I think it's amazing for the average person, the majority of people out there. I think this is going to be an amazing tool for you where you don't need to get a personal trainer, where you can get workout plans that are just given to you in the app. I think that's fantastic. Now, I don't think it can replace the trainer calling you out, right? When you're falling short, calling you out when you're being lazy, calling you out on your form, calling you out on your mindset. I don't think it can necessarily replace that. That is an additional tool that you can add to your arsenal that I think will make you better. And ultimately, it doesn't replace the most important tool, right? Which is yourself, right? Your own mindset and your belief in yourself and your desire to push your limits and your desire to consistently get just a little bit better each and every single day. That is the most important thing. And all of the other of these things are just tools to help you accomplish that. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And of course, if you want to get a Vitruvian, click the affiliate link below this video and get one and start turning yourself into the best version of yourself. That's it for now. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.